Hello. I didn't see you come in. What is up, webheads? You may be wondering why I'm in my fancy attire. Well, this evening we bring to you the very first edition of Webbhead Theatre, where tonight our special will be The Lord of the Rings. This will be The Lord of the Rings as you have never seen it before. This is the TLDR version of The Lord of the Rings. What's TLDR? Too long, didn't read. Everything you see tonight was written, drawn, poorly, and animated, also poorly, by me, in one take, in one sitting, in my studio lounge. So sit back, relax, and let the show begin.
Tonight, Webbhead Theatre is proud to present the TLDR edition of The Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. Or should we say, the TLDR version of LOTR, FOTR. Alright, so first we gotta start with a little bit of backstory. There's an ultra bad guy, but unlike other bad guys in this world full of bad guys, this one makes jewelry. So he makes a lot of magic rings and he gives them out to some political leaders. And the political leaders are like, ooh, shiny. And they go away. What the political people don't know is that this bad guy made one more powerful ring and it's going to control all of them. So then one day he wakes up and he's like, everything the light touches is mine. So they got to stop this guy. And a lot of people die trying to do it until this one guy who was only famous because he was a prince or something, he accidentally cuts off the bad guy's finger, takes the ring, and the bad guy turns into an eyeball. But not to worry, he's got a really on fleek eyebrow. Then, unfortunately, that poor little guy, he dies, and he loses the ring. But it falls into a river, and it passes out of existence for a long, long time. Then a creepy guy finds it. Then a young guy named Bilbo steals it from the creepy guy, and guess what? We're ready to start our main story. Flash forward about 70 years, and the young guy that stole the ring is mad old, but he's been working out, so it doesn't really look like it. At his 111th birthday party, everyone's like, speech, speech. He's like, nah, fam, I'm out, and disappears. Oh, yeah. The power ring that makes the ultra bad guy ultra powerful, it makes him powerful, but for some reason it makes everybody else disappear. So the good looking old guy decides it's time for him to leave out the country. But his wizard bro is like, hey, leave that ring here for your nephew Frodo. And he's like, say what? This ring is mine. And the wizard is like, say what again? I dare you. So the old guy leaves, and he leaves the ring, and he rolls out. After a long time, the wizard and Frodo figure out that the ring actually is the one ring of power that everybody is scared of. And they're like, hey, let's sneak out of here real quiet and handle our business and get rid of this ring. But unfortunately, Frodo's gardener was actually listening outside the door, so they kidnap him and they're like, hey, you're Frodo's bodyguard now. And they set off for the Emerald City or something. Along the way, they pick up two idiots, lose the wizard, find a mangy transient hitman, Frodo gets stabbed by two emo cowboys, and then they get to the Emerald City, which is run by elves. When Frodo wakes up from his stab surgery, he finds out that everyone is having an auction for his jewelry and he wasn't even invited. So he rolls up on them and finds out that the wizard's back and the mangy transient hitman is actually some kind of king's heir or something, and that they've decided to destroy his ring, which seems like something they should have consulted Frodo on, since, by second grade logic, it's his because he touched it last. Finally, they decide that the most effective and least noticeable way to destroy it is to have 9 people: Frodo, the gardener, the two idiots, the mangy transient hitman king, the wizard, an elf, a dwarf, and Sean Bean walk thousands of miles to throw the ring into the wishing well of death. Well, everybody knows that Sean Bean isn't going to make it because that's what Sean Bean does. Along the way, they fight a water monster in a lake, No one dies. They fight 10,000 monsters in a mountain. No one dies. And then they fight a fire monster. You would think Sean Bean would die here, but he doesn't. The wizard dies. Allegedly. And everyone else runs away. The ring posse's now at 8 people. They roll up on another set of super hipster elves in the woods, and really all they accomplish over the next few days is that the only character that's been non-emo up to this point, that would be the dwarf, he succumbs to the super emo-ness of these hipster elves and gets all emo himself. Finally, they leave the elves, they get attacked by more monsters, Sean Bean tries to steal the ring, and then, because he's Sean Bean, he finally dies. The two idiots are captured. Frodo and the gardener decide to go this way, and the other three guys decide to put dead Sean Bean in a boat and push him over a waterfall, hoping that he really was dead, and they decide to go the other way. The end.
Thank you for joining us for this installment of Webbhead Theatre. We hope you enjoyed this show. If you have an idea for the next material to be featured on Webbhead Theatre TLDR edition, leave it in the comments below. Hey, thanks for joining us for the show. Click on any of the links to watch another episode of What's Up Webheads, or click on the circle to subscribe and always know what's up.